Welcome to the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty on College Football 25. We take on the Toledo Rockets in today's episode, and this is a very big game because the number one prospect in the country and top running back DeMarco Lacumbo is visiting Buffalo this week. I've been surprised at how well recruiting him has gone. Usually the five-star players ignore us. I want to impress Lacumbo in this game and show him what Buffalo football has become. We've become a very good running team over the past couple years. Leon Dingle was second in the nation in rushing yards. And now this year, D'Angelo Meyer is the starter. And he hasn't had great games lately, but the full running unit has remained productive in every game outside of the Michigan matchup. Today we take on the Toledo Rockets, a team that's consistently put tough offenses on the field in this dynasty, but I felt their defense was a little more vulnerable, and that's why I wanted Lacumbo to come to this game. As we go under the lights in Buffalo, breaking out a uniform combination we've never used, and I really like it. These are the home blue jerseys with the white pants, the white helmet with the blue logo. I think it's one of our best looks yet. Let me know what you think as we get our fifth game of the year underway. Oscar McNabb is going to take it out of the end zone and fly across the 20. A great run back to the 34-yard line. The freshman has 2 kick return touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. But tonight, I'd really like to see our run game return to form. D'Angelo Meyer deep in the backfield. We open play action. It's David Ogbonna downfield into coverage and incomplete. Oscar McNabb could not make the grab. Now second down, motion with Rashad Ebiketie. And fighting ahead is D'Angelo Meyer. He gains 4. 3 wide for Buffalo. First third down of the game. And Ogbonna rips a pass over the middle. Pulled in by Ebiketie into Toledo territory. Ogbonna's put together a couple very productive passing games in a row. And Meyer gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Sean Blade in the slot. 3rd and 7. Pressure coming, and it gets to Ogbonna. And Toledo's going to get off the field after allowing just a single first down. It's kicked deep by Fatini-Kun and taken from the 12 and across the 20. Not a great net result here for the punt team as Toledo's offense will take over for their first possession, led by quarterback Davis Costello. And he hands, this is Jermaine Emery on the carry for a gain of 3. Costello, a very mobile quarterback, good outside the pocket. As Emery again carries, gets a couple. Third down, Rockets, they need 4. And Costello settles underneath and finds the open receiver. It goes to Emmett McGarrigle. At the Rocket 45, excellent protection, and the pass is incomplete. Kalen Meekins with the coverage that time. Can Buffalo get the third down stop now? It's going downfield and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Meekins. It's his 3rd on the season. And this guy is an absolute playmaker. Offenses seem to want to test him downfield every week. He's there step for step, very good in coverage. And when he has a chance, he is not dropping the football. Buffalo takes over at their own 31. Drive number 2, and here's the motion of Enrique Trejo with the ball in his hands. He gets 4 yards. 2 tight ends on the right for Buffalo, and they throw the screen. Here's McNabb, has the first, crossing midfield. I found a number of these screens that I like this year. We've added some nice elements to the offense. Meyer up the middle, he gets 4. Toledo sitting with 2 deep safeties, and here's Meyer tumbling his way to the first down marker. Could have had more if he had his footing. They approach field goal range, and here is Ebiketie on the reception. 3rd and 6 for Buffalo. From here, it would be a 52-yard field goal. Good protection. Ogbonna steps up, throws a laser. Incomplete for Trejo. Definitely could have ran for the first down here, but Trejo gave him a good look inside the 20. Could not haul it in. And they're about to try a long field goal. It's 52 yards into the wind, and Buffalo's going to reconsider and perhaps put the offense back out there. 6 yards is tough, but you're at the plus 35. Play clock winding down, and now pre-snap movement. Entire mess for the offense. What's Meyer doing pushing Ogbonna? We're just going to punt this football now. Ross Fatinikun sends it skyward and into the end zone. We got to work on our punts this year. There's some meat on the bone there in the punt game. Toledo football, heavy pressure on Costello. It's Antoine Gatto who has emerged as the top pass rusher this year. Third down now, Costello steps up and into the open void. Has receiver Melvin Vincent, their most talented and dynamic playmaker. Off the play action and settling underneath, that's Emery who gains 8. Good rhythm to start this drive for the passing game. Rockets open, first down. This is the way they play year in and year out. They love to throw the ball around, and they're good at it. At R36, it's contested but still held on to. Not making many mistakes. Open, caught, first down inside the 20. McGarrigle trying to break this scoreless tie. They sweep. Emery into Matteo Buffelli. Good tackle for the slot corner. Third down now for the Rockets. Under pressure. Got it there. Great catch and a touchdown. Emmett McGarrigle breaks the plane. Costello got drilled on this play by Antoine Gatto, but they find a hole here in the zone, and Meekins a little bit slow getting over. If there's any negative in his game, he's not the fastest safety. 7-0 Toledo. Here's a screen, and getting a couple out of it is Oscar McNabb. Opening 6 of 8 in the air. Handoff up the middle. Straight ahead goes Meyer, and now McNabb's going to grab at his right wrist and come off. Replaced by Austin Harris. A third down run. Meyer wrapped up and doesn't get it. And there's the penalty marker down. So we're looking at 4th and inches or 3rd and long. And Toledo's going to back us up in case we're willing to go for a little quarterback sneak. So another try on 3rd down. Blitzed is Ogbonna. Gets it away. And somehow it is caught. Emerging is Austin Harris. What a throw from Ogbonna. That was unreal. Drive continues. Ogbonna the keeper. Gain of 5. Joshua Bloom is the running back currently. He gets the call and shows his speed into Toledo territory. Here in the second and third quarters is when we're going to do a lot of our running back rotation. Running to the right and flip to Bloom. Here's an option play. Speed option from Buffalo. Just another option we have in the toolbox. Carlos Harms on 2nd and 1. I want to use him a bit more in short yardage and in the red zone. But this helps keep Meyer fresh so he can do this. Run through the Toledo defense down to the 6. Great path opened up for him. I hope DeMarco Lacumbo was paying attention. Swung out. Bloom hits the spin, and he's in for the score. The 3 running backs we use all specialize in different areas, and here's where I like Bloom so much. He's a really good pass catcher. And Buffalo is on the board. Ogbonna throws another touchdown. 7 apiece. Toledo takes over, and they run right into number 7, Leon Edmond. Once you meet him, the play's pretty much over. Third down and underneath. They found some ways to beat our cover 2 defense. Costello making a lot of good reads. Now fires a laser to the outside, and that's an impressive reception. Toledo's passing game really picking it up. Continuing to attack. Caught at the 30. It's Steed. He has 5 catches on the day. Here comes pressure. Cannot outrun Antoine Gatto. Not many quarterbacks will be able to. Backed up 3rd and 18. Dumped over the middle. And now they'll send on the field goal team, it appears. Costello 14 of 17 passing. And here a 46-yard try. Bent inside the right upright. And Buffalo trails 10-7 as we get the 2-minute drill underway. Josh Bloom is the running back. And the pass goes to an open Ebiketie to the 39. Buffalo used all their timeouts to preserve some clock. Here comes pressure. Ogbonna's hit down. Back at the 32 by Cameron Brunson. They lose some time getting back to the line. And scrambling now. Ogbonna taking contact near the 45. Got to stop the clock here with the first down. Ogbonna protected. It's caught. Enrique Trejo to the 39. Sprinting to the line. 22 seconds to play. Now he's going to air this out. Trejo goes up and comes down out of bounds. So close on that play. Flush to the outside. Ogbonna keeps it. Not taking a chance with 11 seconds left. From here it would be a 48-yard field goal. They throw short and it's off the hands of Quincy Witherspoon. So here is Morgan Grass-Manis. The wind is at his back. A 48-yard try. It is through. And Buffalo has tied this game up as they're playing another tight one here in the MAC. We opened the MAC season 1-0 with our win against UConn. Today, Toledo's playing really well, relying almost entirely on the passing game. They have negative rushing yards. And they've been able to pick this secondary apart. Now, when it comes to trying to impress DeMarco Lacumbo and show off this running game, we've had some good moments with the running backs, but the pass game still seems to be a little bit better right now. We'll get the second half underway, Rocket football, and that's thrown to the 21, hauled in for 8. Play action, Costello on the move. Nice toss to the outside, a gain of 20 to Melvin Vincent. They'll hand it off this time and get out of the negatives in rushing yards. First down, Emory. That's a little break in the action for the passing game. Now back to it over the middle. Nobody's been able to contain Melvin Vincent. That time he beats Jeremy Carruthers. From the 24, spinning out of trouble, Costello, incomplete. Pretty good ball there, but dropped inside the 10. Play fake and picking up the pressure as Costello finds the tight end for a touchdown. That's Sione Tui Koluvatu. The Rockets take a touchdown lead. We haven't played much defense against Toledo throughout this dynasty. But now down 7, Bloom gets the carry, showing off his shiftiness. A solid pickup. Trying to keep the offense on schedule. Bloom 3rd and 2, and that'll do it. First down. 5 carries, 37 yards, plus the receiving touchdown for him. Throwing his way again in open space. He's across the 50. So Bloom starts this drive off, and he's going to come off now. Meyer back in. That's Trejo in motion, and they read this perfectly. That's a play that's worked out pretty well for us throughout the year. But now losing 2, we go back to Meyer, and he sprints to the outside, hits the juke, and has the first down. One of his best runs of the game, 20 yards. More motion with Trejo. Now he's got some room to work with, and brings it up to the 25 of the Rockets. 2 deep safeties for the defense. Feeding Meyer. He has space to work with and breaks a tackle. It's beginning to open up. Meyer now 10 carries on the day. Here's 11 with daylight inside the 10 and dragging a defender to the 6. First and goal for Buffalo. They get tricky. It's McNabb, and surrounded by Rocket defenders, he still finds a way to get 1. 3 wide now for the Bulls. They head back to the air. Good protection. Perfect strike. Touchdown, Enrique Trejo. And for David Ogbonna, 5 touchdown passes on the season. One thing we've done incredibly well this year is get touchdowns once we reach the red zone. 17 apiece. Now can the Buffalo defense step up? They do stuff Emery. There has not been much success rushing, but can they get a stop? 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Emery's wrapped up. It's Isaac Truman. They went with the element of surprise over what they do well. It's Buffalo ball dumped, and here's Scarborough now with open field. All the way to the 50. It's a 32-yard catch. They had a couple chances on that play, but Buffalo gets the better of them. Meyer now, all kinds of room. Jukes out the safety. He's over 100 on the day. First time since our first game. Play fake now. Ogbonna sprinting to the outside with good coverage downfield. He can still scramble for 8. Another red zone trip for the Bulls. Meyer gets the carry. Excellent blocking by Nate Fanene. First down. Joel Treg's big 99 is in there. Meyer follows him, cuts it back, and heads inside the 5. Imagine DeMarco Lacumbo running behind Joel Treg's. 3rd and 2, Buffalo. This is Joshua Bloom into the end zone. Normally a spot to use Carlos Harms, but Bloom showing just how much he's able to do for this offense. And it's another red zone score. 24-17. Can they protect it? Good throw here. It's a first down to begin the drive. McGarrigle, just kind of like saying his name. Plenty of time for Costello, and it's ripped away. That was Kalen Meekins determined to knock the ball out. Good protection again. Costello can run, as I mentioned earlier, and finally does for the first down. That's his longest scramble of the day. Getting it out quickly. It's off the hands. Carruthers with the coverage. 3rd down and 7. It's a 4-man rush. Costello buys time. Knocked away. Byron Gammon. And he really should have kept this and ran. He throws crossbody behind the receiver, giving Gammon a chance. That's back-to-back stops. And Buffalo up 7 will take over at their own 21. The run game is picked up in the second half. They continue with Meyer. Cuts it outside. It's a 4-yard gain. He's had a lot of good running lanes to work with in this one. Another handoff, and he'll test the speed of this defense. And he picks up first down yardage. 129 on the day for Meyer. Back to the air on first down, but Ogbonna sees the chance to scramble. He's out of bounds, and there's a late hit. Where's our penalty? Buffalo driving, though, at their 45, but Meyer hitting the backfield. 3rd and 10. Now a challenge for the offense. Can Ogbonna make a play? Steps up, has room, finds Trejo. First down. Nearly identical to a play we did not make earlier in the game. Now at the 40, and here's Meyer cutting it outside. Jukes out the safety, and a gain of 24 takes him over 150 rushing yards. Bloom in as Meyer gets a rest. Josh Bloom hit down, not much. Now they go to Harms, number 21. Straight up the middle and not much room. It's 3rd down. Buffalo runs the play clock down. 3rd and 6. They fake it. Pressure. It's a fumble. And it's still loose and recovered by Toledo. What an awful time for this. They're trying to run clock. Ogbonna's going to get outside the pocket, but Robert Shipman gives up the surprise pressure. That's something he does very often. And Ogbonna doesn't even have the chance to just check the ball down. So Toledo's got their chance. They're only down 7. They could go down, score, go for two if they wanted to. They swing it out. Emery might lose a little ground on this catch. Nearing the 2-minute timeout, Toledo second down. Sitting it down near the 40. It is complete. 55 yards from the end zone. A quick hitter. Caught into Buffalo territory. Toledo timeout. Two deep safeties for the Bulls, and the pass going outside is hauled in. They spread the football around, and they've attacked all areas of the defense. First down, Costello. That's caught. Dragged by Buffelli down at the 34, but making excellent time on this drive. Still over a minute on the clock. Now pressure, and down goes Costello. Sacked by Antoine Gatto. It's 3rd and 11. Buffalo brings 4. Costello completes. Just shy of the marker. That is Vincent. And they hurry up now with less than a minute to play. And they're going empty. Costello, he's going to throw for it. And he is sacked! Jermichael Humphreys! It's a turnover on downs. Buffalo, man coverage across the board, and there's nothing there. They were not prepared for that 4th and 1, and Buffalo is going to hold on for the victory. 24-17. Toledo had a really good chance there late, thanks to that fumble. But Buffalo gets the job done. Still things we have to do better, but we are 4-1 on the year. And we do get a win with the number 1 prospect in attendance. And we had our running game looking the way I wanted it to again, especially in the second half. We run for 235 yards today. We see the production for Ogbonna take a step back as we only threw 20 passes in this game. Overall, I do like how we're throwing the football this year. We're just not doing a lot of it. The defense picked up 2 sacks there at the very end, and both of those plays were in man coverage. I don't call a ton of it still because I think we're prone to giving up big plays, but once they cross the 50, I incorporate more of it when we can shorten the field a bit. Even if they're picking apart zone, I'd rather force them to show they can go on those longer drives and then pick up the aggressiveness the longer a drive goes on. David Ogbonna now has 1,005 yards, 7 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And I think he's playing really well. The last 3 weeks, we have no interceptions, really high completion percentages. 173 yards isn't a ton, so that's going to hurt his playstyle deal breaker. But I do expect some big games to come out of the passing game. The run game got back on track this time, and D'Angelo Meyer, he's about a top 10 rusher so far this season. 2 100-plus yard rushing games, and I would expect many more of those down the stretch. I do think we can wear defenses down a little bit with the other running backs and then bring him back into the game like we did in the third quarter and watch him run through a bunch of open running lanes. Antoine Gatto, 7.5 sacks, 11 TFLs. I've loved watching this breakout for him, and there's still so much more potential for him to keep developing. I think he's going to develop into one of our next draft picks along the D-line. And then safety Kalen Meekins. A lot of deflections, 3 interceptions on the season. A 2-star prospect that is playing really good football this year. 99 coverage, 91 catching. That's been a heck of a combination. We move on past this week, and we have lost a couple of our recruiting battles, or 2 are not going our way. DeMarco Lacumbo had his visit, and it looks like he is very close to a commitment. We had a pretty solid visit. I think it could have been better. We had 3 of those triangles. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe blowing them out would have been more valuable. But at the very least, we win, have a good visit for the number 1 prospect in the country. We have a big lead now on Iowa. We're still in first place for Kyle Abrams, but this battle looks very tight. Syracuse is in second. We are now in first for 4-star quarterback Karifi Jeffrey. We overtake Penn State. If David Ogbonna does choose to transfer, I think Jeffrey would be a really good replacement to start developing. We're pivoting some of the points now that we have some opened up. We're going with more on these offensive linemen. We lost out on Grant Koskowski, which was to be expected after last episode. But I'm getting some more points to work with here just because there aren't as many ongoing battles. And I'm also going to give up on the battle for Enrique Tucker, who has visits lined up weeks 7, 8, and 9. And we have no way of getting him on a visit. They have blocked us, and I don't think that there's any point in a Week 12 visit. So we're taking the loss there, spending the points elsewhere. Lining up visits for 4-star tackle Jem Melvin Connors. A proximity to home sets up a good visit there. Then we have an in-state player in Alani Cheeseman from Rochester, New York. And we're going to have him visit also in Week 7. I have the points now to begin scouting a few new players, and I looked through the 4-star guards that were available, and I found exactly one option that we could add to our board. That is Markel Knott. I felt like it wouldn't be difficult to get into the top 5 of this recruiting battle, but with him being a bust, I don't think he's a great fit. There are things I'd want him to develop, and he only has 85 strength. With that, we can wrap up Week 6. It is our bye week, and there are some big recruiting decisions on the way. And we're nearing a decision for the top prospect in the nation.